All right. Welcome to Open Discussion. How you guys doing? On Open Discussion, we just come together and have discussion about different topic. We do not discriminate. We do not. Everyone have a right to their own belief, and we're not here to change anyone's belief. We're just having an open discussion. All right. So welcome. Let's have a wonderful evening this evening. How you guys doing? Hey, Fifi Johnny, how you doing? Shout out to Fifi Johnny for putting in the works, showing how Listen me, you're doing great, sis. You're doing great. Able to handle these chickens, able to handle the food you grow. You putting in the works. You know what I'm saying? And it's so amazing to see how much you're doing. I know chicken, turkey is not easy. But guess what? You show the spirit, you show the drive of showing people what you're doing, and people could actually learn from it. So shout out to you on that. Shout out to all the hardworking people. Shout out to all the people who out there doing the work. Shout out to the people who pushing the positivity and showing people how to survive if times come that you cannot just run to the store and grab anything. You have stuff that you could go right in your corner and just grab and eat. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to the people trying to learn how to prep, trying to learn how to grow food. Shout out to all the people out there, man. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, guys. As always, welcome to Open Discussion. Well, tonight we're going to talk, I want to talk about pollination tonight because I think many of us do not take pollination serious as it should be. You see what I'm saying? Many of us, I don't think we take the time to appreciate pollination and the benefit of the bees, the butterfly, everything. I don't think people really, a lot of us do it. Yes, we acknowledge it, but I don't think we take the time out to understand. Without pollination, we cannot have a crop. Many plants depend on cross pollination to basically produce fruit. You see what I'm saying? So pollination is so important. The simple birds, we might look at simple just flying around eating our fruits. The ants, the butterfly. I mean, we as people who you might pass through your garden and you touch a plant, and by you touching the plant, it shake the pollen, and the pollen could pollinate a plant just like that. Many people, many people do pollination themselves, which is a good skill. These things is so important. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna focus on that tonight. We definitely gonna focus on that tonight. And tonight, if anyone have information about pollination, because I know we all have our own way and we all learn over a period of time. So I'm sure we can share some information about pollination tonight. And sometimes we go through times where sometimes, like for instance, squash. Sometimes you could be growing squash, right? And while you're growing squash, it pushing out so much males, and then the males them dying out before the female shoot out. A lot of people take the pollen from the male and pollen. I don't have a video with that. Who? I think Fifi Johnny have a video with that. Maybe you could put that up, Fifi John, if you like. Where you taking pollen from one plant and pollinate the others. Because sometimes you got to do that if you're looking to get food. Because sometimes the way the male them coming up and go back out before it even pollinate the female. So sometimes you got to take the time and pollinate these plants that you could actually get food. All right? Okay. All right. Good night. Good night. Thanks so much. No problem. No problem. All right. All right. We will go hungry, definitely. We will go hungry. Believe it or not, the importance of pollination in a garden and in our life. This is why I try to grow my food a certain way. Because, wait, hold on. The background. Okay, give me a second, guys. Let me change something here. Sorry for that. Settings, hold on. All right, all right. No, yes, thank you. Sorry for that, guys. Yes, the importance of pollination is so serious. And I'm hope that we understand. This is why I try to grow my food with things that instead of it get rid of the pollinators, it's welcome them. You see, because over the years, we ourselves has destroyed a lot of pollinators, whether we know it or not. We had destroyed a lot of pollinators within the years gone by because of the things we use, because of the things we spray, because of many things we use in our garden or in our yard. Get rid of pollinators, and we have to come to the understanding of don't make people fool you and come and pollinate, because guess what, many things we spray, instead of it help the pollinators, it's get rid of them. And sometimes things that you spray, instead of it bring dry the pollinators, it push them away. So we have to be mindful of these things. These things is important. Without pollinators, we can go hungry. Without pollinators, we don't have we could have crops that not producing. This is how important pollinators to our garden, to our farm, to our life. This is why we all connected, and we got to understand that. We all help each other, the birds, the butterfly, the bees. We all help each other in some form or the other. Whether we know it or not, we all work together. And we got to try to keep each other together and not trying to, we try to cut a lot of shortcuts sometimes. But sometimes the shortcut, instead of it benefit us, it harm us or harm things that we need more than we believe. Okay? Even though the earthworms, there's actually earthworms, there's insect that dwells in the soil, and they're not harmful insect. There is insect that we actually need. You see what I'm saying? There's insect that we actually need, and by the spraying, we getting rid of them, and these insects is what help enriching our soil. These insects is what help make our soil rich, full of organic matter, full of nutrients, they all walk in hand and build these soil for us. So I just want to say the importance of pollinators is on another level. Don't underestimate the importance of pollinators. Please don't, because we could go starve. We could starve because of that. And be mindful that many things we actually using is causing more harm than helping us. So look into that, guys. All right, that's the link for the pollinating squash on YouTube. Okay. All right, so that's the link, guys. All right. Okay. So tonight I'm gonna drop the link. If anyone wanna come up and talk about pollinating and the importance of pollination, wait, hold on. Which one the live I'm into? Okay, hold on. All right, share, invite. Okay. All right. If anyone want to come up tonight and share some information about pollinators, you are welcome, because this is a topic where much needed. Much needed. And what we see going on these days, we realize a lot of things is happening. And the more thing we see happening these days is not happening in a form of benefiting us. It's happening in a form of taking away a lot of things from us. And just understand and know that without pollinators, we actually could go starve. We actually could run out of seeds. These same seeds, if you don't have pollinators to pollinate your garden or your fruit trees or your plants, what could happen? You could lose a whole crop of seed. And if you continue losing crop of seed, what's going to happen? Then nobody wouldn't have seeds. And then as we see what's going on, we start realizing that food is actually growing these days. And when they produce, they have no seed. So be mindful of these things, guys. We hit in times where it's getting harder and harder and harder every day. Like I always say, not because it's not on your doorstep mean it's not happening. Not because it's not happening to you today mean it's not happening. And it might happen to someone today, and it might happen to you tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? So we got to come together with the thinking mind and the understanding of things we got to start doing to save ourselves. Because if we ain't save ourselves, no one gonna do it. Ways of saving yourself is start doing things that can benefit us all. I know how it is. I understand how it is growing some food. I truly understand how it is growing some food, and then there's bugs that eating up your food. That could be very difficult. You growing food and the bugs just stain up your garden. I understand. I understand how that could be. But there's a lot of remedies. There's a lot of natural remedies that we can put together and try eliminate these problems. And this is what we should be, this is things we're supposed to come together and have this conversation that we could learn from each other. This conversation is important. We could learn from each other. What you did to eliminate bugs from your garden. Someone might say, okay, well, I use this and I use that and I use this. You could try them. You could try them to see what it done to your garden. And if it benefit your garden, you could say, okay, such and such give me this information and I try it and it works. You see what I'm saying? It's an information that need to put out there. So once people start to see confirmation that people actually using it and it working, these information can spread. So these conversations should be discussed and must be discussed for we to have a better place. All right. Hey, Life from Scratch, how you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? Yes, we have to prep ourselves that we could understand what is actually going on. And we need to understand the benefit of pollination. Oh yes, these information must be discussed, especially as gardeners, as people who actually growing food and decide to share this type of information, that the new gardeners could come and actually learn something and understand. So we're making it easier for the new gardeners, the new generation, just like how our foreparents passed on the knowledge and we've been accepting the knowledge. We've been, walking on the knowledge and add on to the knowledge that they give to us. It's the same thing we should be doing. These things should be discussed, come together, have conversation, talk about it so we could educate the new gardeners and the new generation. Pollination is so important that we must really talk about it. Or if you don't know about it, you should try to engage in conversation about pollination. It is important. Yes, yes, yes. So tonight, guys, I'm hoping that we can get someone or a few people come up and share some information that they know about pollination. I will truly appreciate that. Hey, Life, what are you doing? What's going on?
Hey, Planter. Hi, Fifi. Good night. Good night.
All right.
Um,
Mhm.
I'm listening to your topic, and funny enough, I figure I should pop in and say a little something about it,
Mhm.
about pollination.
Okay, okay, okay.
I mean, as gardeners, pollination is the third best thing I would think for a gardener. You have soil, sun, and pollinators. They are one of the key that's gonna make success. Now, a lot of our plants self-pollinate. And if we don't have pollination, we can't grow crops. Whether they are self-pollinating or whether it's plant to plant, through the ear, pollen travels through the air by the wind and by bees, butterfly, ants, as destructive as they can be. You know, there are other little insects that take a little pollen back with them and over to another plant. We depend on the birds. So that's so important to us. Um, so if we don't have pollinators, we are in serious trouble. Gardening is like cut less than 50% because I see for myself trying to, you know, do some gardening in pots. Now, I don't know what my problem is this year, but I'm having a hard time with bugs, with pollination. My plants, they will bloom, but I'm not seeing any bees. I'm not seeing any bees. So my flowers are opening, but I'm hardly getting fruits or any vegetables from them. I don't know what is the problem. So what do we do from here? It's one of the things that's so important. And to be honest with you, planter, I was looking at a video someone had about pollination, and funny enough, you come up with this tonight. You know, I know you had problems with your peach tree with this bug, and this person was talking about problems with peaches and why certain peaches grow better in certain zones than others. And one of the problems that this gardener was having was similar to what you were having with the bugs, this little brown spot on the peach, and then you have the bugs inside. Now, they were saying that it has to do with the type of peach and pollination. So it seems as though during that time of pollination, this bug is out and it's infecting the fruit the same time the pollinators are trying to pollinate the blossoms. So one of the things that they were talking about certain solution that can work for it. And I'm not 100% clear on it. I think I would have to review that episode. But they also believe in organic gardening. But he was saying that to solve that problem, the organic stuff that is available is not something he would recommend for the simple fact that it would treat the problem, but you were going to risk having no fruit that year or very little fruit that year because this organic stuff don't work with the bees. So one of the other things he was suggesting was something that with copper. So that's where I have to go back and review it to know exactly what is it he's talking about. There is some kind of copper powder or something that can be used to treat the problem that you are having with that peach. So I think I would go back and review it, and I would try and see if I could forward it to you. See if it can work for you. I know that you're very much an organic farmer, but it's just something for you to look at and see which would be the best route for you. I mean, copper is a natural mineral, but I don't know the extent of what that is that he was suggesting. So I'll try and forward, and I figure, as you run this topic, I'll share that little bit. Or if anybody else have any information here about pollinating, it's very important that we share because some of us are suffering. Right now, I'm about to take my cucumber out because for the life of it, it just, believe it or not, I got one. One. From 2 plants, I got one. It's blossoming like crazy, but as I said, there is this, I think it's the hornworm that's eating it because I see the drop in. I know I squeezed something in one of the leaf where it's rolled up. And to me, that's like big enough to be a hornworm. So it's giving me a hard time with my cucumbers and my eggplant. So I think it's important for us to have a lot of flowers in our garden to try and attract these pollinators. It's very important because, boy, I'm struggling. I'm struggling with these creatures this year. So I'm glad you're on this topic. And I would stand by and listen for anybody else's opinion and, what they figure we can do to help each other out.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful. I'm so glad you share this information. And you see, this is the thing about gardening. The thing about gardening, you cannot be scared to ask questions, and you cannot be scared if something going on in your garden, just mention it. And this is a platform I'm trying to create. I'm trying to create platform that we all can learn from each other. You see, like you have a situation in your garden, we could discuss it and have a conversation about it. You see what I'm saying? Because right now you having problems with pollination. You're not seeing no bees. At one point, I wasn't seeing no bees, but I'm seeing them now. So, and I understand the importance of pollination. And I could tell you, let's talk about this for a moment before I go to the vinegar and water. Before I go to the vinegar and water, let's focus on the product that can help eliminate the bugs problem. Sometimes we can do companion planting. That's the first option I will go to at this point. So you plant in edibles that worms love. There's plants you could plant in between, like garlic, onion, oh man, I forgot the name of the plant. Marigold, and there's other plants you could put between too. So the scent of these plants kind of eliminate bugs. So I want you to try that. But seeing you gone so far in the year, yeah, marigold, right? Thank you, Fifi. Since you gone so far in the year, I think a little vinegar and water might help you. So try that, and you also might have to do self-pollination yourself, which I think Fifi posted a video a while ago about that on the screen. Where self-pollination, because sometimes you just got to do self-pollination. Okay?
All right. I saw her video, but I don't know if that would work for the eggplant. I understand it with the, with the pumpkins and the squash and that kind of stuff. But it's like as soon as the blossoms are out, you could see all the worm casting on the leaves. So I don't know if pollination is happening and it's not getting a chance to go to fruit because they're being eaten. I have marigolds planted between them. They are very big and healthy looking, but it's not doing it.
So the most problem you have now is the pollinators or the bugs. Which one is affecting you more at this point?
I think both because I'm looking at it this way that the bugs are destroying the flowers before it can go to fruit. I don't know if there are pollinators that got to the flower before the bugs do, but I haven't seen them. I haven't seen any pollinators, but I've seen what is happening with the bugs on the plant, and it's worms. I'm thinking it's hornworm. So
Well,
I don't know which one is it that is really causing major damage.
well, I'll tell you, them hornworms, listen me, they ain't no joke. So
No.
if you have them in your garden, that's a situation you have going on there. And I do think, you ever try vinegar and water? You ever
Yeah,
try that?
yes. I've been spraying them with vinegar and water like every other day, and that helps. But as I said, they come right back.
Okay.
They come right back.
May I ask the dosage you make? What dosage you make? What the measurement of
I
vinegar?
use 1 cup of vinegar to 2 cups of water. So it's like a 2-to-1 ratio.
1 cup of vinegar. Is it? Wait, hold on. 1 cup of vinegar, measuring cup, right?
Yeah.
To 1 cup of water.
No, to 2 cups of water.
That ain't. I'm
And
kind of.
that's awfully strong.
I think that's too strong.
But it's not doing the plant anything. It's not killing the plant, and it's sure not killing the hornworm.
Okay, let me get this. Let me get this again. 1 cup of vinegar to 2 cups of water, and
Yeah,
you keep seeing the worms. They're still coming back. And what
yeah.
actually happening to the? Okay, so let me ask you. The earthworm, the hornworm, is eating on the plant. That's what happening, right?
It's eating the blossom. It's eating all the cucumber leaves. It's eating up the eggplant leaf. Not as much as the cucumbers, but yeah.
That dosage is pretty strong. You know, I think I don't know, but you say not doing the plant nothing. So
No, no. The plants are still healthy looking. Just you're seeing the destruction. You're seeing all the worm dropping, and you're seeing the eaten leaves. And I said I've killed a couple of the worms in the rolled up leaf because once I see a part of the leaf is rolled up, it's either eggs in there or it's either worm. So I just push it between my fingers, and what I get is this big squash that's all green. So I know it's the hornworm.
okay, Fifi say you need bug control, but you have to be consistent because these worms and bugs eat fast. Yes, they do eat pretty fast. But what I'm really looking at, right? Vinegar and water works for me. I normally spray them in the evening. Okay, Fifi use vinegar and water. And she spray them in the evening. I used to use vinegar and water. I don't use it anymore because I understand how birds could clean your garden. But I don't know. I'm trying to fix. But what I'm saying is, I'm thinking it's strong. But at the same time, you saying it that doing nothing to the plant and also nothing to the bugs. How often do you spray? Your plants?
Every other morning. I spray them every other morning.
Every other morning.
They're looking healthy. The plant itself is not looking sick. The worst one right now is the cucumbers. You can see how it just eat up the whole thing. There is like no leaf. It's like all lace. Like the leaves are just lace.
So let me ask you, is it green or yellow?
Well, right now there is no green on the cucumbers because the leaves are all eaten up. You can see the droppings, and the leaves are like mostly on the brown side.
Okay.
I mean, I still have a long growing season. I'm thinking maybe I should replant or just change my crop out to something else and see what happens.
Well, I will say continue growing. That's what I say. Replant. Don't make these bugs stop you from doing what you want to do. Continue planting, but it's surprising to me that that measurement you mix in vinegar is not helping you. When you see the leaf, how the leaf does be, is it dry before you see them eat up? Do you see them dry or green? Do you ever see them?
No, the eggplants, they're all green. They are all green. What you're seeing on the eggplant is where the bugs have destroyed it, where there is leaves with holes or there are folded leaves. You're seeing the droppings on the leaves. You're seeing the blossom you saw yesterday. It's all brown, and you can see all the
hold on.
The droppings on it.
Hold on. The blossom that you think brown, turn brown. That you saying the blossom turning brown. They look green, and then you spray them with the. I'm trying to figure out something here. You spraying them, and then you realize then the blossom turning brown. That's what you say?
The blossom you saw like yesterday, when you go the next day, it's brown.
Okay, hold on.
Because it's all eaten. To me, it's like the worm got to it because there is a lot of dropping on it, on the leaves, on the blossom, on the very top of the tree, where the leaves are beginning to unfold.
Okay.
Just a mess.
Okay, all right. Okay. What about trying 2 cups of water with 2 cups of vinegar with a gallon of water? What about trying that instead of because I can
try that.
Yeah. Try 2 cups of vinegar and a gallon of water, because what I'm seeing here, I'm kind of seeing like the mixture is too strong. Yes, you have the bugs, I understand, and the bugs eat. But if you have flowers the day before and you see them looking green, and then the next day they brown, vinegar will do something like that. So try mixing it, 2 cups of water and a gallon of vinegar. Try that just to see. So once you do this, you're going to give a more understanding of what's going on. Because we want to come to, and I want you to come back up and tell us about this, because we're trying to figure out what is the problem, because this is how we learn, and this is what I'm trying to create something that we all could learn from, because I'm sure plenty of people is going through what you're going through today, And I think this is very important. Let me see what Fifi
I'll
says.
try it. I'll
Hold
try
on.
it, and I'll let you know.
Okay, hold on. You're probably talking about cucumber worm and not hornworm. Okay. Fifi said maybe talking about cucumber. It's so much worms out there, I'm telling you. It's so much. Let me see again. I use it on everything, including the vine borers. Okay. Fifi asked you a question. Do you have any recent video? Do you have any video about what's going on?
No, because I just got downhearted about it.
Well, no, just keep recording, and just because these are the things we you know, this is how we grow. This is how we could educate ourselves. This is how we could educate others. So even though you're having this situation, I don't want you to get downhearted. I want you to, you see, you come up tonight and you share this information. Whatever you share here tonight is drawing me to a conclusion, but I'm not saying that is what's going on. My belief is the vinegar is too strong. The mixture is too strong. But I just what I want you to do is to go change the mixture and try it, and let's see. And I will be waiting for that. Look, all right, Fifi as well, vinegar too strong. I truly believe that's the problem. Because vinegar will burn on a plant. Okay?
Okay.
In my experience, the amount of vinegar will definitely burn. Yes, that from the time, if you notice how I keep, asking you questions, is because from the time you tell me, it's you hear me after 2 cups of vinegar, 2 cups of water, 1 cup of vinegar to 2 cups of water. No, that's strong.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty strong. Okay, but boy, do I'm giving you. Please don't be discouraged. I show everything, my triumphs, my challenge, and my failure. My triumphs, my trial, and failure. Don't listen to me.
I'm trying, planter, not to get downhearted. As I said, when I look at my few kales and collard I have, they're fine. They're next to each other. They're next to the eggplant and the cucumbers, but they're fine. They're fine.
Okay.
My Swiss chard is wonderful. They're just about finished, but it's just the bugs on those 2 sets of plants.
Listen me.
I'm really trying to stay upbeat about it.
Well,
as I said, I just set some beets, and I noticed this morning that they're up, so that's nice.
Okay.
I'm trying.
Well, we want you to try. We don't want you to give up. No matter what, we don't want you to give up, because listen me, gardening could be real challenging at times, very challenging. But giving up is not an option. Failure is not an option. You got to figure out a way how to get around these bugs. You got to figure out how to get around them, and how to you got to come out the winner regardless, because of, you know what I'm saying, you got to come out winner in this thing. So yes, there's a lot of challenging with gardening. There's a lot of bugs. Trust me, there's so much bugs out there. Listen to me. But the vinegar and water, I know it works, because let me tell you, vinegar and water revive a crop for me already in cabbage. It revived a cabbage crop for me. This worm was going in, and the vinegar and water was helped me to harvest. If it wasn't a vinegar, I would not get a crop from them. But the measurement is important. All right? With
Yeah,
ADF,
I will. I will. I'll take your advice.
please do. And okay, Fifi say, I even put less vinegar than was recommended by plant and it stick on it. That's what I'm saying. Try, and you already try 2 cup to 1. I think is way too strong. Please try a gallon of water and just mix it. And every day, every other day, you could always spray. You know what I'm saying? Hello?
Yes. Sorry about that. Driving, so
That's all.
my signal in and out.
That's all right. Yes, but this is pretty. This is a pretty inches. I just like the way you come up and you share the information you have, and you also share what is actually going on in your garden. And I'm glad you share that we could come to an understanding and able to try to help you, because this is what we want to do, man. We want to bring
Yeah,
gardeners together
I
and
appreciate that.
yes, and figure things out, because there's a lot of problems goes on. And then we also want to come together where we can figure out what can we actually use. Instead of we spraying our garden, what can we actually use for eliminate some of these bugs and keep them out? Because the scent, they don't like certain scent.
Planter, I will step down and join the chat.
Well, thank you so much. I glad to have you. Thank you for sharing the information you shared tonight. I appreciate it, because I also love talk about pollinators and the information you share. And I will happy if you could share that information, send a video for me. Maybe you could email a video for me that I can see what you're talking about, because yes, that peach problem is a situation that for the past 2 years I've been battling with. The worms that enter into the peach, well, whatever they do, maybe they lay the eggs into the peach and they hatch and they do whatever they got to do. These days, what I'm going to say to you guys, these days, when you're eating fruits, I think it's wise to cut that fruits open. Hey, good night, dear everyday life of I know see this stick. Thank you for being here. All right. Yes, what I'm saying is the cut these fruits open and actually see what's inside it. Because you understand, these fruits is looking good, but there's things, sometimes there's just like other peach. There's eggs inside them that you could actually be eating and taking down your stomach. So that's my opinion. I'm not telling you you got to do that. But sometimes these days, especially these days, we have, I personally is cutting down my fruits them and make sure that they look healthy inside before I eat. Not for what I see with the peach this season. Cut it down. There's actually worm inside there. So we got to look into that. All right. Yes, guys. So pollinators. Pollinators is very important. Without pollinators, we could have serious problem. And we got to try to save the pollinators instead of getting rid of them. There's a lot of product making that's just farming. That's just farming, shaping everything. So for instance, let's put it this way. If you keep spraying and you eliminating your pollinators every year, the bees that come out, you eliminating them. What do you think gonna happen in a few years? So listen to me guys, we so comfortable of running and grabbing anything that come on the shelf without looking at the benefit, without looking at the harm that can be done. Anything we see, we're ready. We got to come together and try to figure out things that we can actually plant. Just like how we figure out planting flowers in your garden could help bring pollinators. We got to figure out what to plant to keep away the bugs. It's hard to keep them away because you see, the thing is, this is how it working. We love pollinators, which is butterfly. But when these butterfly come in our garden, what they do? They lay eggs in our garden. And what happened? They start eating our crop. You see? So sometimes we just got to figure out things that can keep certain things out and attract certain things. So we wouldn't have this bug problem that much. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't have bug problem like that. Like I keep mentioning to you guys, birds. Try create place in your garden for birds. Yes, try create things. Thank you, the everyday life. Thank you. We also have to plant things to invite the birds so they can help with the bug control. Yes. You see, the thing with birds, what I love bird with, and I've been studying birds for a while now. And what I see with birds, in the springtime, all in the spring, this is when birds laying eggs. Springtime, summertime, they laying eggs in this season. And birds got to feed their babies. So these same bugs that you have in your garden, this is what the birds them feed from. They come in your garden and they pick them and they take them to their babies. You see what I'm saying? Let me see what Boy Blue say. Pollinators play a very key role. That's it, Boy Blue. Very. So, sometimes, even though sometimes we see the bugs them, we don't like them, we can't stand seeing them, but they also play a role in our garden. The only thing is, we don't like how the reaction and the effect from them, but they do help. So like I'm saying, guys, introduce the birds in your garden. Make the bird comfortable. Don't you know, I just be in my garden and my garden full of birds in the trees, them just picking and just doing what they got to do, and I'm in the garden walking. You got to make them comfortable, because when you make the birds comfortable, they feel like the garden is theirs. They feel like it's a field of food just there for them to come and clean, and they will clean your garden. I don't worry about bugs problem, and that's the honest truth. Yes, butterfly come and land, and after the butterfly land and lay the eggs, the bird getting rid of that. So this is things, and like Fifi was saying, if you living in an area. Around me, there's all kind of boards. Boards like boards like so much different type of boards around me in the bushes. So they come in my garden. Many people mightn't have that amount of bush around them. So what you do, like Fifi was saying, plant the stuff that can invite them. We need the pollinators. Definitely, we cannot do without them. You see, plant stuff that can draw the birds in your garden. When I walk outside, all the birds fly away. Well, Nick, you have the everyday life. You're doing something wrong. And my thing is, walk, take your time. I'm going to tell you this. When you see, and do this every time, from now on, when you're going in your garden, you take your time and you walk and you stop and you tend to a plant, you walk a little more, you tend to a plant, you stop, you walk, you stop. Don't pay them no mind. And they're going to get to understand, okay, them boy ain't stupid. Okay, all right, she taking care of the plants then. Don't just walk in the garden because, yes, they're going to fly off. Try that for some time and I guarantee you, you're going to see a big difference. When you enter the garden, don't just walk. Once you see them in the garden, you stop, you tend to a few plants, you know what I mean, and you walk slow, then they're going to get used to you. Once you see you just walk through, yes, they're going to flap. And I had was to understand that. Because they used to do me the same thing until I get to understand, wait, is the way I enter the garden is actually tracing these boards. So I'm going to do it a little different. No, I'm in my garden walking and my boards, them cleaning the garden for me. So that's something to look into. I must romance the boards. Well, I guess so. I guess so. But if you could be able to keep them in your garden, is a blessing. I'm telling you that right now. I was asking because I used the vinegar when it was hot and it contribute to the plants being born, but I've mastered the mix now. Okay. You see, I just believe that mixture Life from Scratch was using is too strong. That's my belief. I really believe that. Because why I'm saying that is vinegar is pretty strong, and it will burn up your plant. What I see when she say she see the flowers today and the next day they brown, no, that got to be the vinegar. That got to be the vinegar. Okay. I used to have board, but they would clean themselves and poop all over my furniture. That's where okay. All right. I understand. I understand why you end the relationship with them. Okay. I understand. Okay. Okay. I don't have a bond problem. Okay. I understand you don't have it not born in the leaf, but something. Well, I understand you don't have a bond problem, but I just feel like the vinegar is too strong for maybe the flowers. I think it's too strong and it making they fall off. But like I said, just change the measurement and let's take it from there. All right, let's change the measurement and let's take it from there. Okay. I let them dust bath in my garden. They love it. When I pull weed and the earthworm surface, the birds comes and feed on them. All right. Birds, listen to me, birds will come and eat down everything out your garden. What you got to do is able to keep them in your garden while you're there. because every time you enter the gun, no, I want you in there while I'm there. I give you the blueprint to that already. Walk inside, just do your work, don't pay them no mind. You just doing your work, let them do whatever they do. You know, just make your little steps, your little move, but don't go too fast because they all gonna flap away. And listen me, I gotta try do a video with that. Anyhow, I see them in my garden, I'm gonna do a video showing you. I'm just hope I have someone there recording for me, showing you while I'm there walking. I have birds picking all over, landing on areas, shaking the skin while I'm there in the garden. And trust me, if you're able to do that, you wouldn't worry about much bugs. I'm telling you right now. Not saying that you had bone problem. You mentioned bronx, so I just saying what happened to me, the heat and the strong mixture. Okay, all right. The birds act like my chicken. They always thinking I'm coming with a treat. Okay, okay, okay. Well, that's good because they need it. And once they got them in, trust me, you don't have bug problem again. I'm telling you that. Your tomato, you know them big brown worms that's there on your tomato. I don't see them no more. I used to see them at times. Don't see them no more. Hi, Urban, how you doing? Okay, let me see. Hi, everyone. The birds eat off my brassica plants. I let go to seed. I expect to see cabbage everywhere in the fall. Okay. All right. All right. Listen to me. Just get them birds to like you. That's what you want. If you get them birds to like you, you in a good shape. It eliminates a lot of stuff. I'm telling you. I see 3 bats this week in evening. They eat off mosquito and flies. Oh, really? You see what I'm saying? Everything have its own purpose. Everything. And do you guys ever use Batmanio? Somebody tell me Batmanio is rich. Do you guys ever see Batmanio before? Or is anyone in here ever use Batmanio? A guy was telling me about it in this week. Well, you won't need to start indoors or bad. All right. Oh, you never. Yes, someone told me about it and they say it's a rich manual. I don't know about it, so I really can't say much about it. Yes, and also birds again is also pollinators for your garden. So you see what's going on? Birds have so much benefit. It can clean your garden. It also can it also can pollinate your garden, because the thing about pollination is a bird could land. But it land on a plant, it could shake it, and the wind can blow that and cause pollination in your garden. So all these things is important. So bird is well needed in your garden as well. You see what I'm saying? I use free manure from rabbit and chicken. Okay. All right. Got it. I appreciate your opinion. All right. All right. So yes, guys, there's a lot of, like I was saying, we don't like the bugs. We don't like to see them. We can't stand them. But believe it or not, they all play a role. They all play a role in gardening. And they all play an important role in gardening. but we just can't stand them. Then we might plant our brassica, then when we do look, we see holes in all the leaf. They eaten it up before you could even get a harvest. This is where we got to come together and figure out what can we use to get rid of, to keep them away, that we can able to have our good, decent leaf to eat. My solution is boards. That's one of my solutions. Boards. The other solution is companion planting. Because what I start to do as well, I start to do companion planting with plant all type of plants together. All different type of plants. And you mightn't believe you could plant pepper, you could plant herbs, you could plant okra, you could plant all different type of plants in the same area and eliminate bugs problem too. Because somehow or the other, they don't like certain plants. So once you have that plants in that area there, the smell of it might not what they like. You see, pepper, try put a, when you're doing brassica, you know, we try to do experiment. When you're doing brassica, plant, put a pepper, put a couple pepper in between them, a couple pepper trees. Do your own experiment on that and see how it works for you. Like your brassica, like your collard greens, that gonna last all through the year. Chuck some peppers between them. Or you chuck some garlic also between them. Try things, because there's things that actually works. Yeah. Birds are okay. Squirrel can go right. Squirrel is definitely will damage you. Yes, squirrel will eat down your fruits especially. But you see, that's the thing. They will eat down your fruits, but Sorry, guys. It seems like every time I'm doing a live, I'm going to. Okay, it's back. Yes. Hey, all right, guys. Sorry for that. I don't know, man. Every time I'm doing a live, it seems like this internet got to buff, man. It's like too much money for this thing for be happening like this. But anyhow, yes, guys. So pollination in our garden is very important, and we have to understand the benefit of pollination. This is something we have to understand, right? The thing about it is we got to eat, we got to protect, and we also got to protect them. We also understand that there's some of them that gonna really get us mad and upset. But we also got to understand sometimes sometimes we win some, sometimes we lose some. And I understand, especially when you only have a certain time to grow something. And then all the trials you got to go through to make it happen. I know it could be disturbing. That's why coming together and share situation could help us, because now I'm going to know, okay, this person use marigold and onion to keep her with pests. No, I could try that and see how it worked for me. Or somebody else could try that. But I will always recommend getting them boards in your garden and try to make them comfortable. Try to make them comfortable. I understand, like as Nikki was saying, she had the board bath and the boards. You see, right? That's the thing too, and that's the thing too. When your garden is close, like basically close to your house, yes, that could be a problem. Attracting boards could be a problem because you and them, you inviting them in your yard, and next thing they up your porch. Next thing they over there, making themselves too comfortable. When you just need them out there in the garden. Then she was mentioning they mess up on her chairs and stuff. So I do understand that. I do understand that. So that comes with inviting boards, especially if your garden close to your house. But they're very helpful. So anyhow you turn, it's challenging. But say for instance, you don't want the board. What other option do you have if you don't want to invite the boards them in your garden? There's other option. And that option can be those boards really make themselves at home. I understand. I understand. And that could be disturbing for real. So if the boards is giving problem and you don't want the boards, what is your next option? The next option I'll give before I talk about spraying anything is companion planting. If you're doing gardening, guys, if you're doing gardening, just try different plants. Don't listen to me. People will tell you, oh no, you can't plant this and this together. Or listen to me. Unless you ain't try, you wouldn't know. Okay, because me, I plant all different type of stuff together, and everything grow beautiful. I grow turmeric, I grow pepper, I grow okra, I grow all different type of herbs. I grow burdock, I grow ginger, all these things mix up with each other and everything grow nice. So I don't know. I mean, sometimes you just got to try for your own self. Because sometimes might not work for somebody and work perfect for you. So sometimes you have to try. But try these options before you want to spray anything because these the scent of certain thing keep away pollinators, the scent of what's going on. So we want to keep away certain thing from our garden, but we ain't want to keep away our pollinators because our pollinators important. So compound, there's a lot of insect out there that we really don't want in our garden because yes, they will eat down your stuff. But according to what you grow in, the scent can do the job for you. Okay. I would too. If you're gonna give me a place to wash, behave myself. I hear that right? Okay, I would like for them to eat the leaf. All right, okay, that's where you want them. I understand. That's where you want them. The birds no, don't build no nest on my house. I knock them down. Right. There's too much trees out there for them to come and, just come in the garden, eat, get rid of the birds, and flap right back in your nest up in them trees. Because I already know that birds could survive. That's where they survive. So just come in the garden, feed yourself, feed your young one, and just flap right back up in the trees there when you finish. Not around the house. Then there's plants as well, guys, that well, you see, I don't want to say this for the people who have the garden close to the house. Because yes, them board will make themselves pretty comfortable and you will have to be cleaning up mess. So, but like we were saying, if you don't want to deal with boards, what's your next option? Companion planting. Companion planting works. So try that before you apply the spray. The thing about it with cabbage worm, the butterfly comes and you need the butterfly. So it's like cabbage worm is if you damn if you do and you damn if you don't. You see what I'm saying? Cabbage worm, sometimes the butterfly lays, right? And they become, they hatch and they start eating down your plants. But at the same time, we need the butterfly. There's a farm of pollinators as well. So getting rid of the butterfly, you see, we eliminating our pollinators, even though we know the problem they create in our garden. So here is where we come with the solution. Is either the boards or you got to figure out something to get rid of them. Trying to pick them out, that's only if you have a few plants. You see, if you just have a few plants. But if you have a field, it's hard to try to pick out cabbage worm from every plant. But these things eat down your crop in a day. The birds start demanding. The bird was living in style. I think you made them extra comfortable. I think that's what you did, Vicky. You made them extra comfortable. You got to make them that after you done eat your belly full and fix your babies, just flap on right up, eat the bushes. That's what you got to do. I love to watch the birds and pay attention to their behavior in the garden. My birds don't come to my deck or patio because all I have is lettuce and herbs growing there. Okay. Cover basically with mesh. It's kept the moths off my plants this year. All right, so you see? All right, this is another idea coming. Cover with mesh. Urban says she cover with mesh and it kept the moth off my plant this year. All right, so you see, solution. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. We come with solution that can help, and this is what we should be doing as gardeners, man. Solution that help us from spraying, because we're trying to eliminate that spraying, because that spraying causing more damage than we think. As much as we don't like the butterfly landing and our stuff and lay eggs, we need them. So that's a good thing to look into. Mesh. They are bougie. Oh yes, they are bougie. Yes. Yes, I think you made them too comfortable. Good for you, man. Okay. Cover brass, you got them at the correct. Okay, I got what you were saying. You see? So it's about what we can do before we choose these. These things should be our last option. You see? After we try everything, if we not see no result, then we try other things. But we should choose ways of how we can eliminate problems in our garden without having getting something off the shelf. And there's many ways, but we just got to put in the work. Only issue is spider web all over. Well, let me tell you, spider, I do see spider webs. Sometimes you walk in and you walk into spider webs. I do see spider webs. But you know what? Spider also eliminate bugs out your garden. That's what a net is set up there for capture these bugs them. So everything everything looking for their food, and you just got to let nature walk around your garden. Yes, it could be aggravated to us. You know what I mean? Walking into spider webs, but trust me, these things helps with a lot of bugs inside your garden that you might never need. Because I don't see all type of bugs sometimes. Sometimes you walk into the garden and you seeing, but then when you go back, them birds don't take them out already. That's why I love birds. They walk fast. And the thing about it, you're supposed to go through and sort your plants them too. So in case you detect a warm situation, instead of you leave it to go away, and then by the time you catch yourself, it already eat down your plant. You're supposed to catch that early. So if you catch a few worms, if you see a few worms, you just take them out and, you know what I mean? Then you come back the next day. So don't, I think, go in your garden as often as you can. I know not everyone can be in their garden every day, but go as often as you can. That will help you eliminate a lot of problems with bugs in your garden. I hate those frogs, but they eat lots of bugs. Exactly. You don't like them, but trust me, they help clean your garden. They help eliminate a lot of bugs from your garden. But I cannot stand seeing them, but they help eliminate your garden. So this is how garden works, man. Is challenging, it's not easy, but at the end of the day, just remember, you need to harvest food when you plant. And we just can't get rid of our pollinators. So we have to figure out natural remedy to get rid of the things that eats down our food. Some people will go through the garden and pick out everything. Some people will go every day. Every day. Like a guy like me, I will go every day. If I don't have the time to spend plenty time, at least I go all in the morning and also later in the evening. But almost every day I got to put foot in the garden because I need to eat. I got to eat. I got looking for bugs every day, especially because there are so many butterflies around laying eggs. That's the next thing again. When you start, if you have butterfly, if you see butterfly flying around and landing on your stuff, them come the next day and turn the leaf, search the plant. Whatever plant you see them around, turn the leaf and just search. Because you know where they love to lay eggs? They love to lay eggs under the leaf, where you can't see them. They're smart enough. These insect, these whatever they is, insect is very smart. So this is why the birds them does they down in the plant looking, picking. You understand? Because them thing laying under the leaf. The leaf is like this. They go under and lay their eggs under this. So you, if you searching, turn them leaf. Because these things are gonna turn to worms that gonna take down the same plant for you. So it's just things we gotta do and we can't ignore in our garden. Haven't seen frog, but I'm sure they are wrong. I don't see them either. But I'm not gonna say they're not wrong. My dog bit into one last year and started frothing like she was. Are you serious? Wow. Daily garden. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, this is a form of being successful in your garden or having a successful garden because believe it or not, staying away from your garden 2-3 days a week from your garden, you could go in and see stuff you didn't want to see. When I say didn't want to see damage, you could go see these things eat down a plant from just leave the stalk in a couple days. You could see a brassica, they eat out the inside and all the leaf them become holy. Because they love to eat out the leaf inside. They love to eat out that because that's the young leaf, the young part of the plant. So they love to get rid of that. So you have to check your brassica especially. Even though your peppers too. Pepper leaf, you don't really see worms like that's on brassica. You don't really see that. Sometimes what you might see where the leaf getting holy. Something is actually biting the leaf. I never saw what it is, but I know that happened as well. But pepper, especially and hot pepper, is a good plant to plant between brassica as well, hot pepper. Just try it. Just try one in a little area and just see how it works for you. I'm not going to tell you to do it all over your garden. Try and see how it works for you. It works for me. So maybe it might work for you as well. But don't forget about the brassica. Don't forget about pollinators and the importance of pollinators. And I want to say tonight, guys, I have a product coming out pretty soon. An organic product for organic fertilizer. I test it myself and I see result in many different plants. I know it's 100% organic. I know it works. But guess what? I will be giving away okay, in October, where we now? We're in August. I will be giving away a bottle of that for a lucky winner in my giveaway in October. I will have a giveaway in October, and I will be giving away a bottle of that, but only to a gardener. It's not going to any and anybody. You see what I'm saying? You have to be someone with a garden. It's not going to nobody who not doing a garden. With the purpose. You see what I'm saying? With the purpose of giving it to someone who don't have a garden, who don't do garden. No. It only goes to someone who do gardening. And and I will also like for that person for next year gardening season, I will also like for that person to test it on a few plants, not all the plants. What I want you to do, I want you to test it on a few of your plants, the same plant you plant the same day. Okay, say you plant, say today, you plant, and I will give you direction too. Say you plant 5 peppers today or 5 okra plant today. I want you to test it on 2 of them. Don't put it on all of them. Just 2. Okay? I want you to check and see the result for yourself. And I also would like you to, that person to talk about the result. At least, even as a 2-minute video, say, you know what I mean? I use this and this is the, I will appreciate that. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not giving it to nobody without a garden. Not at all. You gotta be doing gardening, or I'm not gonna do it. She survived, okay. You're welcome, you're welcome. The pressure is on. Bring on the green thumb. Get ready for Planter Super Juice. Definitely. This thing will have you smiling. I'm telling you, it's 100% organic. You ain't got to worry about it destroying butterfly, bees. It's basically blends in with the environment. So it's not going to be doing any damage. What it's going to be doing is going to enhance your plants to produce bigger fruits. And guess what? Bigger vegetables. And guess what? You ain't got to use no chemical. So this is what I'm trying to tell everyone for so long. You don't have to use these things. Some of these things we use to enhance your plant. There's actually things you can use and the way. You see, everything done a certain way to get result. You know, I could do something, you could do something, you could do something. But guess what? The result gonna be different because of the way you might do yours and the way I do mine. You see? But I know for sure, I know. You guys know me already. For who know me, know when I say something about gardening, I'm not just talking. It's because I already did it. I already see the result, then I present it out here. So yes, that's gonna be my giveaway in October. And maybe I might add a few seed as well from that all the plants that get that product around them. So that's a nice package for somebody in October, in the fall. But it's not going to nobody unless you is a gardener and you have a garden. All right? That's the only people I'm giving it to. You have to have a garden. All right? So I hope everyone will be tuning in. And that's going to be the last Thursday in October. The last Thursday in October, that's when I'm going to be doing this giveaway. In the last Thursday in October. There's going to be a lucky winner. And as I asked, when you try it the same day you plant the plants, only try it on a couple. So when you try it on a couple, you actually will be seeing the result from the difference. And remember, you cannot be adding other things to this product because it might defeat the purpose. If you're using this product, you got to only use this product. You cannot use other thing to mix it because that's going to defeat the purpose. You want to use this to the whole growing process, and you only need it twice. In the early stage and in the stage of basically getting ready to produce. Once you see flowers, you give it another dose. And I will give you the direction of how to use it as well. Okay? I'm just looking for people that can, people who are interested in growing. Like honestly, I got to say shout out to the Everyday Life because the Everyday Life doing a thing. I mean, she doing a thing. She growing her food. She doing a thing. I really got to say shout out to you because you actually doing your thing in the garden. You doing your stuff. I also got to say shout out to Fifi as well. She doing her thing as well. You know what I mean? You guys, you know what I mean? You guys motivate me, and I'm proud of you guys because you guys actually, I mean, the way you guys doing stuff, man, you guys making some guys look like, you know what I mean? You guys just doing your thing. So shout out to you guys on that. Shout out to Urban Gardening. I mean, shout out to all of you, man. You guys doing all the thing, man. Just do what you do once you're growing something. Hi, Ngozi, how you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? You're welcome. What's going on? Thank you for coming through. Listen to me. What I like, you know what I'm saying? What I like and what I'm looking at is, the things I'm seeing, what people doing, and the progress and the production, and able to teach, show somebody, and something to motivate them, something to push them, something to make them say, okay, I could try this, something to make them, I mean, this is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? This is a blessing to actually watch people and you're able to learn something from what they're doing. It's a blessing. Let me see. You're welcome. I'm good. I start my little garden. I have tomatoes and pepper seeded. Okay. That's wonderful. Oh, wow. I like the song of that. I like the song of that, sis. You doing your thing, and that's interesting. You doing your thing. Proud of you. Proud of you. I wish I could have seen that garden. I'm telling you. I wish I could have seen that garden. But you know what? It's a blessing, and I'm proud of you. I just love to see people garden. I just love to see. I just love to, even I'm not seeing, but just knowing that people actually growing something is a blessing. We all need to able to grow something for ourselves. Even we haven't while we're growing up. If you learn today, it's still a blessing. You see, because no one could take away these skills from you. And guess what? You're gonna be learning every day. Let me see. I will take a picture and send for my. Okay, that's wonderful. All right, all right. Hello, Tia. John Gold, how you doing? Thank you for being here. We appreciate you here. Oh, you new here? All right, all right. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. You are welcome here. All right. You are welcome here. Thank you for being here. All right. Okay. Yes. So I love to see gardeners. I love to see people growing. I love to see people harvesting because these things is what you're welcome is what motivate us. These things is what make we want to grow. These things make people see and say, okay, this is how I can do it. This is what can make me eat more healthy. This is what can make me more healthy. At least I know what I'm eating. At least I know what I'm eating because I'm actually growing it. Guys, even though it's a couple containers in your backyard, on your balcony, I encourage you to try. Even if it's 2 plants, I encourage you to try. Because guess what? 2 plants, the next year might turn to 4 plants. 4 plants might turn to 8 plants. 8 plants might turn to 12, and that's how it can be. All right? I also want to talk about the Herb Garden Challenge. Okay, camera look a little blurry. I'm going to go in and come right back. Go out and come right back in. All right. Okay, thank you. Yes. So, what I want to say, thanks everyone for the last 2023 Herb Garden Challenge. Thank everyone for participating. I truly appreciate you. You guys has show a courage, especially the people who push to the end and who upload videos at all time. I appreciate you guys and thank you guys so much for participating. We have 3 winners and the 3 winners already collect their prize. The next day, everyone collect their prize. The following day, everyone receive their prize. Okay, now we're going with the 2024 Herb Garden Challenge. And we starting to ask who is interested in the Herb Garden Challenge. So yes, all you got to do is press 1 and we will write down your name. We will write down your name and we will be getting ready for the 2024 Herb Garden Challenge, which is going to begin on the 4th of March. Not February this year. We're taking it to March. And it got to be 10 plants. Okay? 10 plants. And we will mention the price on the day after the first upload. All right? So, please, if you're interested, You could press 1 or you could email me, whatever best for you. But we will be doing our 2024 Planter Herb Garden Challenge this year again. 10 plants. Yes, thank you. Thank you. 10 plants. Welcome. Thank you. Okay. No, by the time they get to 4 plants, it will turn to 40. Gardening become right. That's true. That's true. Become you're right. You're right. That's wonderful. All right. Yes, 2024 Herb Garden Challenge will begin on March the 1st to June the this year was to June the 30th to June the 25th, and on the 30th of June we're gonna have the prize giveaway. All right, so start March, end in June, and then June the 30th again. That's when we're gonna have the giveaway. That's when we're gonna choose the winners again. All right. So if you're interested, press 1. All right, because gardening season will be as soon. Right now, we're looking at it as, man, that's a long way. But you know what? That's the same thing we were seeing last year for this year. And look, this year come and gone. This year come and gone. So next year, believe it or not, March the 4th, June the 30th. Right. Definitely. So we will be having a good time again. And guys, don't get discouraged. I don't know. Many people dropped out last year. I'm not sure if it was because of the challenge, or it was too hard, or it was too difficult. I don't know the reason. But you cannot get discouraged. And remember, these plans is for you. And then at the same time, especially you have a channel, you creating content for yourself. You know, no, the everyday life Fifi, who else up in here? Everybody who was in that challenge, right, could sit back now and play the video, all their video, from the day they set the seed. They could sit back with their family. I don't know if you guys seen the benefit of this thing. You could sit back with your family and watch all them video you post within that time, and see the challenge you went through. So this thing is really more bigger than we see it. Is more benefit that we may see it, but it's not something for you to start and follow. If it's serious situation, I understand, but not by a plant. You might lose a couple plants. No, we still give you the opportunity to set more seed. You see what I'm saying? Oh, let me see what I can do in 3 months. It's this freezer. I love a challenge. All right, okay. That's what I'm talking about. It was a challenge. It was, but at the end of the day, you come out feeling good. You know what I'm saying? You still come out feeling good. You plant them, you start herbs way earlier than you used to, but guess what? You fight it and you keep them alive. I was just looking at my herb today, still separate from my regular garden. All right, you see? So it's not just a challenge, it's not just growing some herb, it's so much benefit in growing herbs. You know, let me tell you guys, I have I don't know if you guys know about shisho. Shisho or shishi. Which one in name? Shiso. This is a herb, Japanese. There's a Japanese herb, right? It have a nice scent, have a beautiful scent, and it have a strong taste. That they actually use it for when the leaf is fresh. They actually use it for salad. You could eat the leaf raw. You also could use the leaf as tea. You could also, so you guys could do some research on it. Listen me, I have so much of them thing I could feel that I could give it to man a village. I could give in a village a few of them. The thing is growing them is you cannot allow them to go to that part where they push out seed. Once you allow them to do that, they will take over your whole garden, I'm telling you. Because they put one plant, push out hundreds of seeds, maybe thousands of seeds. So it's a plant you could look into, but you got to be in control of the plant. It's Shisho or Shoshi, Shiso. You guys should check that out. Very interesting plant. But do your research before using these plants, all right? Please do your research. I should make an update video on it. I hope to take it indoors. Okay, of course. You should. Should she spread out? Yo, wait a minute. Oh, my sister spread all over my patio. Not letting it go to. No. Don't do that to you. Well, all right. So, Urban, you see what I'm saying? Look, Urban explaining it right there. So, that's proof. I'm not just joking. These things will take over your whole yard if you allow them. And guess what? Their seed is so strong that they will go through the winter and still push up in the spring. The seed will go through the winter in the ground and germinate in the spring. It's a plant that you got to take control of it, but it have a lot of benefit. Do some research on it, guys. I learn about shisho from you, planter. I'm growing it in ground in my garden, watching out for those. So those spread. Yes, you should. You should, because I'm sure you saw how they spread in my garden. But there's some beautiful plant though. Oh my goodness, they're beautiful. There's some beautiful standing up in your garden. Oh my goodness, they're beautiful. But don't allow them to go to seed if you know you're not interested in growing them that much. Don't let it go to seed. Oh man, those it spread like plant. Yeah, I saw a huge garden too recently, and all I can see is shisho field. Yep, and I'm growing them. You know, I wanted to pull them out from babies when they was little babies, but I just love to see the beauty of them. But I'm getting ready to do a harvest. It's so much of them. I will have to get rid of some. I will have to throw some in the compost pile. It's too much for me to. It's too much for me. It's too much. And the thing about it is, I want to give them away, but not too much people know about shisho. The leaf. Listen to me. You got the leaf. You taste the leaf, and the leaf is actually have such a strong flavor. You know, and you also could dry them and use them for tea. See, tiny like callaloo. Wind spread them all over. That's true. That's true, Oba. That's true because yes, they do. Because all over them to the bottom, I had us to pull out so many of them. They all through my ginger they growing up. I had us to pull them out because last year some of them spread and covered the ginger them. You know, and I couldn't even see them. So I don't want to go through this year. So I will be harvesting, but I will be getting rid of a lot of them. I believe I have over 200 plants. And that's no joke. Over 200 plants. Pull them all the way up. It will be great to compose, give back. Yes, definitely. Definitely. I wanted seed because I was given a starter. The flower smells so good. I didn't drop any seed this year. They were all right. You don't have to. One time you got to plant them. Once you got to plant them. And once they turn to seed, that's it. You ain't got to plant anymore. Because they will spread over your garden. But like you say, they smell so good. You know what I mean? The scent is amazing. Yeah. I heard about it from you, planter. That this lady gave a plant with different name. When I look it up, it fell into my... Yeah, man. Yes, you're right, because I was always talking about it. Yes, I was talking about it. Hey, Hans in the door, how you doing? What's up? Thank you for being here. Yes, I was talking about it the whole of last year. But it's a really good plan though. And when you look up the benefit of it, you have some great benefit. You know what I mean? So this is why I recommend it to the people. But I always mention, please do some research that you could actually know about it before using it, because I don't want to just tell you use it. I don't even want to call out the benefit, because I'd rather you do your own research and see for yourself and see if it's a plant you will like. You know, but you have to be in control of this plant. Just like mint, you see like how mint will take over your garden if you allow it. You just got to be in control. You know, there are so many different plants out there that is actually, like for instance, there's a lot of scrubs out there. Scrub, what do we call them? We plant them like a barricade around our plant. And these things, some of them, so much benefit. I also remember introducing another plant, which is real, is REO, Rio, something like that. But that plant, it's a wonderful plant. Lots of benefit again. So having these plants in our garden is good. You know what I'm saying? And we could take you ain't got to go too crazy on them once in a blue moon. But like I said, you got to do your research and you got to speak to your doctor first. Okay? It's good for inflammation. Right. That's one the benefit. That's true life from scratch. Thank you for that. I read up about it. I bought the green and the purple seed. Okay. Well, I know you read up on it, so I know it got to have some benefit. That's why you end up purchase it. Right. That's good. Yes, rue. Yes, that's a plant. Rue and ruta. I think ruta is, one of them is a Spanish name and one is English. But this herb, it's an amazing herb. Lots of benefit as well. I'm growing it. And guess what? It comes back every year. It actually comes back every year. So these plant is plants, and it push flowers too. It push a beautiful flowers, and the flowers also attract pollinators. So that plant loaded with benefit, and these are the plants I'm trying to actually grow. Plants that can drop pollinators and also loaded with benefit that I can actually harvest, get the benefit from them. Ruta, yes, Ruta, yes. Ruta, Graveline, commonly known as Ruta. Okay, all right. Okay, thank you for that, Fifi. But this is an amazing herb that you should definitely look into. But I also want you to do your research on it. Don't want you to just take my word and just start using it. Please do your research and see if it's something that benefit you and if it's something you would like to grow. I'm not sure. I'm sure the seeds, they produce seed as well. So I'm not sure if they're selling the seed, which maybe they do. But it's a very interesting plan you should look into. So like I was saying, when we talk about pollinators, we talk about the importance of pollinators, we talk about companion planting, we talk about things that can help keep bugs away, that bugs that gonna destroy our crop. We also talk about introducing, like boards and these and things in your garden that can help eliminate a lot of insects. So instead of you got to be spraying, you could actually be using plants to help deter them from your garden. All right. So yes, it has so many benefits, especially now that we again, that is why I decided to grow it, because I did my research on the benefit. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I know about, believe it or not, I know about so many different plants. So many. And I think I got to start to introduce a plant every week. A plant every week. I used to do it, but I didn't do it for this year. So I'm gonna start to introducing more plants that I know that have benefit. Okay? Plants that I know that for a fact help people. Okay? And I'm gonna tell you something. Parsley, custard green, and mustard green, and what else? There's actually a lot of these herbs that you grow in your garden that can really boost your energy, your eyesight, the dryness of your skin, your hair, greasing, producing a grease for your skull. So instead of you getting dry skull and you got to run to yes, sorry for that, guys. Yes, so there's actually food you could eat that produce grease. Sometimes some people suffer from dry skull. There's actually herbs you can eat to produce that, reduce the dryness. So instead of you going out there and it's so much stuff I can mention to you guys, but I'm not a doctor, and I don't want it come back to me saying, oh, well, you tell me to do this and you tell me this work. So I rather not say. You know what I mean? Because people do that. And what works for me might not work for you. So, but I'm just saying, it's a lot of herbs out there that many things we run for, like to the, you have dry skull. You run and you get dry skull. You get stuff for dry skull. All these things loaded with chemical. Right? All these things, and you got to do your research now, guys, on hair product. Do your research on these things because what make these hair product and what they put into the hair product to keep it from what they call maybe spoiling or whatever. There's herbs you could actually use and create hair growth, make your hair grow. You see? Sometimes we run and we buy something because it's say, oh, this can grow your hair. And when you use it, do you look at the result? I'm just trying to figure out. Do you look at the result, or because it just say, oh, this grow hair? Well, let me tell you, there's actually herbs that can do that. Make your skull, instead of you get dry skull, it create something in your skull that make your skull feel moist instead of running and get something out the bottle. You can actually do it yourself. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, I can name so much, but I just rather not because it might work for me and it ain't work for you. Even rosemary and thyme, I use them in my hair product. That's natural product right there. Love rosemary and thyme. All right. Some good coconut oil, castor oil, and peppermint get the job. All right. You see, these things you can naturally get them natural. You can create your own coconut oil. And you know, this is the thing. I think we trust people too much in controlling our what things we use. Because I'm trusting you to make coconut oil for me, that I can go to the store and buy the coconut oil. I don't know what's in the coconut oil, right? But now I can make my own coconut oil and add what I want in the coconut oil. You see what I'm saying? And create my own oil. Coconut oil, castor oil, peppermint, get job done. All right? I think we give up too much of our freedom that we didn't have to. I think I think we just make ourselves too comfortable. And by doing that, what we do, we catch ourselves buying all these things. And sometimes we have it right in our yard naturally. But we rather go and buy something that mix up with all different type of stuff. You see what I'm saying? So, let me see. You can even wash your hair with aloe and mint. We grow these. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? And I know that for a fact because the only thing I wash my hair with is aloe. And I'm talking about the raw aloe, not the one you go and buy out the bottle. The raw aloe. And many times we have it in our yard. But sometimes the thing is, we want the smell. Oh, we want the smell. Oh, this smell good. Do you know what enter into that to create that smell and that texture and that looks. This is what you see, and this is what really got we going now. So now we more looking at the one in the bottle than the natural. We ain't even want to see the natural. We don't like how it look and how it smell. You see what I'm saying? I grow aloe for hair product. Oh, that's wonderful. You see? That's wonderful, Tia John Gold. That's wonderful. You grow aloe for hair product. And just look at it. Go in the store and you will see how much shampoo made from aloe, moisturizer, or even lotion made from aloe. Now, for a person to take aloe and grease their skin, they might feel, oh, I don't like the look, I don't like. But this is the natural product. This is the real deal. Or try to make, okay, say for instance, you don't like the look, you don't like the smell. You could create your own smell out of your garden. You could grow the herbs that produce this smell. There's a lot of herbs that produce beautiful flower scent that you might be able to add with it and blend it up and give you that nice, everything is natural. We pulling ourselves from the natural and connecting ourselves to stuff in a bottle that we have no idea about. Sometimes we got to take the little time out, and you see, like Tia Jumbo saying, she grow aloe for hair product. She actually grow aloe and make her own hair product. So she ain't got to go and buy something in a bottle that she don't know about. You see? I use the raw aloe in my hair. That's exactly what I do. And the thing about it with aloe too, aloe clean your skull. You see what I'm saying? Many things we use, like for instance, grease. We use grease, we use all different type of oil and all different type of stuff. But do these things really help us? Sometimes these things may be stopping up your pores, your area for breathe. It might be stopping them up. The aloe now cleanse your skull. So if you're using certain product, at least the aloe could clean your skull, clean it up for you. So you could grow aloe, and you could also grow product that can give you different smell, the mixture. Lavender. Lavender is have a good nice scent too. And you can make oil from lavender. You know? Let me see. I have few aloe plant because I also drink aloe even though I still think it's gross. Well, guess what? Anything that's not it tastes good, guarantee you, it have health benefit. Like in times gone by when your grandmother giving you a spoonful, she giving you a spoonful, and she's standing up right there to make sure you swallow it down because it tastes so bad. But she makes sure she stand up there to make sure you swallow it. Nice rose petal. All right, okay. You see? Nice rose petal with the scent. Thank you for that because that's something maybe I can blend in to the in the aloe. Blend it up together. Okay, all right, all right. Hey Texas Sal, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you for being here. I had to rewind to make sure that I wasn't my smoke. What happened? I had was to rewind to make sure that wasn't my smoke detector. You hear the song? How you doing? No, thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you guys. Grease do clog after all. It's exactly. That's exactly. You see, so many times we use a lot of product in our hair, and trust me, and you know what? Sometimes you use the grease, you use the oil, and you just using all these things. But guess what? Guess what you're not doing? You're not using the product you need to use to wash it out. So that could remain there. You might tell yourself you wash your hair. Oh, you hearing it from me? Okay, let me plug on mine. So hold on a second. Give me a second. Let me plug out. Oh, okay, I got you. I got you. Give me a Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Let me see. That chip indicate low battery on your smoke detector. My ceiling. I don't want to call, man. Okay, well, right. I plug it out so you ain't gonna hear it no more. You ain't gonna hear it no more. Thank you for that. Yes. So, right. So you're using grease, you're using oil, right? But these things you use, and then what you're washing it with is not really washing out all the grease and all the oil that you've been putting in your hair for that period of time before you actually wash your hair. So now, I will. Thank you, I will. Thank you. Right? So, what happen now, it keep clogging up. It keep clogging up. It keep clogging up. And then you understand that could be harmful to our head. You understand? So I can't tell you guys what to do, but I just feel like you got to start trying to make your own little product, especially most people up in here actually growing, or who in grow, or who now start to grow. Do your research and do grow stuff that you can actually make your own oil. There's a lot of people who showing you videos how to make these oil. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't actually know what's in them. But if you do it, you can actually know what you put inside it. So you have lavender. You have many different type of lavender that make good smelling oil. You have like John Gold was saying, you have rose. Yeah, some rose have some beautiful scent that you can actually use as well. All these things is natural. So if you're looking for scent, these things could help give you a scent, and they also produce oil. Figure out how to get the oil from them so you can, even your skin, you want to grease your skin. There's natural herbs to do that for you. But we get kind of comfortable with just walking in and buy a lotion. I mean, I understand some people is just busy and they don't have the time. I understand. But for the people who have the time, you should absolutely try and make your own little herb oil for your hair, for your skin, you understand? I'm a strong knower of making my own oil blend. That's wonderful. That's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. You can make your own oil, and at the end of the day, it's organic, it's natural, it didn't have nothing inside there to harm your skull, it have nothing in there to destroy your hair. Talking about hair, I remember there was a product come out. I think it come out before Jerry Cole. Yes. I don't want to call it a name, but I think it come out before Jerry Cole. This was a product. It was in a brown backer and it have a dark cover, a dark brown cover. This was a product I see come out and I see it destroy many people here. I see it destroy people with nice hair, big, nice, long hair. But what happened was, you know the kind of hair we have that, so people couldn't, they say too hard to comb and they use that product. And you know what? Many people I saw with big, nice patch of hair use that product and they get old, grow old, and the hair never turn back to that beautiful hair that they have. Even though they had us to stop using that product, even though they had us to stop, the hair never get back to how it used to be. Yo, Fifi, Fifi, you know that product, boy. Let me see, I'm so happy I saved so many beauty petals from last year because the weather destroyed all my buds. So I can still make my product. That's right. Yo, you said it, Fifi. Listen to me. You see that product? I see people because, like I was saying, right? People have beautiful hair, but you know our hair stay already. So people actually, when this product come out, this product was when you use it, it make your hair straight. So when you do that, the comb just pulling through. They used to call it straight now. Your hair just pulling through. Them people hair just pulling through. Next thing I see hair start breaking down there. The next thing I saw, people with everybody with they used to call it man head. Why they say man head? Because your hair flat. You understand? This thing destroy. I'm telling you, village upon village here. Oh yes, because where a lot of people used, what a lot of people did, I believe, is like this thing is like you gotta continue. You can't stop. Anyhow you stop, then here all that gets straightened, breaking off, and leave the new growth. So if your new growth come to 1 inch, that's where everything breaking off, right down to 1 inch. So your hair was long going down your back, but because you decide to use this product, it break off. It straighten your hair, but it break everything off. If you see everybody with their hair short like this, 1 inch. So, man, Fifi, you remember that? It's sad though. It's kind of funny now, but it's sad as hell. I'm telling you right now. That I know very well. Never use it, but know about it. So okay. So you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking. I'm not joking. Yes, it was something. Planta, you have the description. I seen it. I actually seen it with my own eyes. That this thing, everybody who was using this here jumped down to 1 inch. And then the crazy thing about it, They claim if you leave it in your hair for too long, it burn up your skull. So what kind of product is this? Hey, Cassandra South Fulton, how you doing? Thank you for being here. All right. Burn out people here. Next thing they burn. Yes. Yes. And this ain't no joke. And guess what? People never get back and people were never able to get back. They hear that they had. People had nice growing hair. And that product, after I break it out, the hair never get back to that place. So yes, this product ain't easy, and we got to listen to me. Now we learning that having more understanding about these products. And some of them is very dangerous. Some of them is not for our best interest. Some of them harm us in many ways. So you got to get to natural. Make your own liquor product. You can. Big sofa bun because they want all the hair short and straight like an arrow. Yes, it's true. This is truth. This is facts we're talking here right now. That product destroy a lot of hair. Yes, I see the result. I see people use it and it make their hair very straight. So instead I got to be pulling through and and rackle through your hair, it was making it easy for them to pull through. But it destroy a lot of hair and a lot of skull. Get bone from it. So why I bring up that product is because what I'm saying is you can actually create your own moisturizer, product for wash and clean your hair right in your garden. Aloe is an amazing plant that everyone should have in their backyard or in a container or in something. It's an amazing plant. It's good to wash your hair. It's also good for you to drink or eat however you want it. It's an amazing plant. And as you see, if you go in the store, you see many products made from aloe. Many products. But they're not natural because so much things added to them. You can use aloe and use other natural product with them and create your own little shampoo. And it wash your hair really good. You could even use it and bathe your skin. Oh yes. My cousin lost all hair. All her hair. We used to call her brush. Well, let me ask you something, Fifi. Had that ever changed? Did she ever really get back her hair like how it used to be before she put in that product? Because that's all she could have done with her hair, with the hair she brushed back. This thing is for real, man. So, and some of them mightn't eat off your hair, but what are they leaving in your skull? What is actually going down in your skull from them? What some of them clogging your skull. This is why we get so much thing happening to us with our brains these days. All these things leaking into our head. that we actually don't even know. We weren't allowed to put chemical in our hair growing up. But I know about the hot iron comb on a hot coal. Right? Okay, okay, all right. All right. No, never that chemical. Even destroyed it not exactly. That exactly. Never get back. I seen it. People use that and they never get back that texture of the hair that they used to have. And the hair not growing either. So maybe they have product now that mightn't burn your hair, but what else, what other damage it might be doing? I'm not saying it doing damage, I'm just saying whatever damage they might be doing. So we just don't know. So we got to take the opportunity. These days there's so much thing they have now that you could use and create and make, they're making stuff that can make, your product, your oil, natural. You could do it your own self. So don't give up your freedom. I think we're giving up too much of our freedom with things we could take a few hours and make for ourselves. I gave that up 4 years ago. Okay. All right. So life from scratch. You give it up. So okay, so I guess you had your experience too. Yes. Yes, that the hair staying stumped like my they grew it, right? Yes, so yes. That was something I saw, guys. That was something I saw, and I don't think it was a good sight at all. And there was after that one, there was another one called, what the one named call? That one was a call. That one too. Okay, Great Life Planter. I have an early start in the morning. All right, the Everyday Life. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. All right. You have a wonderful night. Take care. Good night. Have a good, all right. Yes. Let me see. Yes, yes, yes. So yes, guys, we got to take the opportunity. Let me see. Yeah, that one too, Fifi. That one, yeah, that one. That one did another rule and people as well. Oh yes. That's another one right there. That's another one. They did their thing. So that's another one destroy a lot of hair. Lots of hair that destroyed too. Good hair. But it just didn't, hard to comb. So that was easy. But what they really do to your hair. So right now, I'm still hearing about product that naturally ain't good for our hair, but we use them anyway. So all I'm saying is take some time for yourself and see what you can do. Especially you have a garden growing. Do your research, grow stuff that you could make your own oil. If you don't know how to make oil, you could go on, even on YouTube now, people actually showing you how to grow, how to do it. So, all right, thank you, Tia John Gold. Thank you for coming through. You always welcome. Okay, so you have a YouTube channel. Okay, so I'm gonna check you out. All right. Thank you, and we live every Thursday, so you could always come and check us out every Thursday night, all right? 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right? Thank you for coming through. Let's see. That one break up here. Yep. That one did a job on everybody too. I tell you that. What a great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. We learn how to sleep with a plastic cap on our head. Yep. Okay. Oh, she have no channel, but time. All right. So okay. You could always join us every Thursday, and because we always have great topic every Thursday night. All right. So thank you, sis. We appreciate you. All right. Okay. 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 We sleep with plastic cap on our head all night. Listen to me. These things was something, but at the end of the day, guys, we can't do it. The sister now leave, Tia John Gold, she basically says she grow aloe to actually do her own hair to make product. You see, she grow it just to make product. We can do it too. And we growing, we are garden, we growing. You could grow aloe in a container as well. You could grow rosemary. You could also grow lavender because that come back every year as well too. Well, let me say depending on where you live in. So these things we can actually use and make our hair product, our skin product. We could do that. Just do your research, guys. Give me 1 second, guys. Just do your research, and every Thursday, I'm gonna start bringing new herbs that we could actually introduce, that I can actually introduce like I used to. I used to come up with different herbs and introduce it, and then let the people go and do their own research and see if it's something they would like to grow. Okay, but I will always recommend grow herbs and don't just use herb. You gotta know these herbs. You cannot overdose. Sorry, you cannot overdose yourself with these herbs. You gotta know dosage. You check what I'm saying? You gotta watch what you mix. And if someone recommend a herb that working for them, that doesn't mean it works for you. So if you decide to take herbs, use herbs that someone recommend to you, I would make sure I take a very small dose of it and feel for the reaction. If it making you feel uncomfortable, then you should just leave it alone. Because any herb you take supposed to make you feel better, not worse. Okay? Any herb, I believe any herb a person use supposed to make them feel better and not worse. So I could recommend a herb for you, but do your own research and see, or speak to your doctor, or if you decide to use it, use it with caution. Okay? So you could feel and pay attention to the effect. Pay attention to the feelings you get after using it. Pay attention to results, because this is important. You know, I can tell you, oh, this worked really nice for me, but my body is different than yours. And then sometimes people have ongoing condition, and at the time, the herb is not the right time. to use. You see what I'm saying? So these are things we have to be careful of. Herb is good, but we got to know how we use in herbs. It's a good thing. We got to know how to use them. We also got to know how we mix in them. You see, sometimes we drink in tea and we add different herbs in the tea. Maybe it might be cool for some people, maybe it might be cool for some. But if you decide to try, you always look out for the result, the effect, how you feel. Is it making you feel better? Is it making you feel worse? Very important. Sage is also good for hair growth. They may not smell pleasant, but they have lots of benefit, both internal and external. This is why I add my scent flavor pedal. Right. So you see, you could create your own smell. And this is the thing. So, you see, you might be using a product that you have from your garden, but the smell is what you don't like. But now there's other things you could add natural to that present a different scent that you might like. You know, pedal, you have roses, you have so many trees push out flowers. Then you have some trees that push out flowers, smell like perfume or cologne. But they're natural, they're coming from a plant. Do your research on the plant. Once you see it pushing out flowers, do your research, see what kind of plant it is. And see if the flowers is good for you to put in tea, to put in oil, whatever. But there's a lot of flowers that push flavor, that push scent, that can give you a scent that you might prefer than using the raw product. Like Fifi says, sage. Sage have a scent. You might not want to walk along the road smell like sage. But there's things you could add to that to change that scent. And it's got to be natural product that can also benefit you. Not stuff that defeat the purpose of the sage or the benefit of the sage or the plants. Hi, Alton Cathy, how you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. All right. Hey, Mikey at the garden, what's up? How you doing? Thank you for coming through. Yes, so I just feel like we can do more for ourselves, especially if we can. You know, not everybody have the space. All right, that's good, that's good. All right. Thank you for coming through, all right? Yes. Not everybody have the space to do what they want, but all right, Mike, thank you for coming through, man. Yes. Not everybody might have the space to do what they want or do what they like, but at the same time, you might be able to do it on the scale like someone else. Someone else might be able to have the room, the space to do whatever they want, make a big bash of oil, whatever. But at the same time, someone might have a smaller space, but at the same time, you still could make something. Make natural thing for your hair, make natural thing for your skin. The information is out there now. All you got to do, grow them or however, but we got to put more time into ourselves. Hey, Food Forest. Paul McCure, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. So when Mike say, hold on. Okay, great, okay. Great day planter Add all things. All right, all right, all right. Let me see. I hope you made it out safe. Okay, we might say, Michael say, let me see. Oh, crazy storm passed through here. Oh, wow. Sorry to hear. Right, I hope everything work out for you, Mike. Man, these storm and them ain't joking these days, man. Yes. So, okay, there's a lot of people, a lot of gardeners up in here tonight. Okay, that's wonderful. All right. So, okay, guys. So let me ask, guys. With the weather we're dealing with today, is the weather affecting anyone growing season? How your growing season going? Is the weather affecting your growing season, or it's pretty good for you at this time? Let me see. Harvesting fig and squash right now. Okay, that's wonderful, man. That's wonderful. You put it, you see, this is the thing, man. You put in the hard work, now it's harvest time. Wonderful, wonderful. Good to hear that. You put in the hard work, now it's harvest time. I like that. Looks okay from my camera. I'll check in the morning. Okay. Okay. Well, if it's look okay from the camera, I believe you're all right. I believe you're in pretty good shape. Yes. Yeah, so what have the weather, okay. This garden season, I'm sure we all has facing a challenge this year. I'm sure of that. That everybody had facing a different challenge in certain ways this year. Has this weather been affect you guys in any way, or you guys pretty good with it so far? Been picking several Spartan apple tree and transparent apple tree as well. All right, that's wonderful, man. You doing your thing. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's what it's about, man. Planting, taking care of your plant, harvesting. What is better than that? And harvest time is the joy, man. Harvest time is the joy. What is better than walking through and just picking fresh vegetables from the plants? I have over 50 pounds of berry in the freezer. Oh, wow. Man, you're doing your thing. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Over 50 pounds of berry. Wow. That is nice. That is nice. Pears are next with the grapes. Okay, so you have a lot going on, man. You got a lot going on. That's wonderful. Man, you prepping. That's good. You prepping. You have enough food for last you through the winter. That's wonderful, man. That's wonderful. Okay, that's wonderful. The weather was challenging and I lost some bloom, but I will eat and have enough to store up. Gardening is going great. It's the year for berries and as fruit and vegetables are doing great so far. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. You guys, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. I like that. I love the fact of see people gardening, growing, and harvesting. I know the joy. I know the joy of harvesting, planting, growing, and harvest. I know the joy. In late November, I will pick kiwi and lemon. Okay. Some winter apple as well. Picking hazelnut tomorrow. Oh wow. That's wonderful, man. You doing your thing. You doing your thing. Yes, okay, I got you. As far as after, okay. Well, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Good to know that even though the weather is challenging, you guys still able to do so much. I was getting some serious hot sun. I really was getting some. I don't think I get rain for like 2 weeks. Yeah, I think it's about 2 weeks. Yeah, around there. I ain't getting no rain. But my plants, I'm still doing pretty good. And I finally get a shower today. So at least the sun, oh my goodness. And I've been getting 80 and 90. So the sun was beaming, but the plants them still make it. And the rain today, I know will make a big difference. It is International Watermelon Day today, I think. Oh, really? International Watermelon Day. Oh, wow. I need kiwi that survive 40 degrees below fig. Okay. Kiwi. You know what? Kiwi. I might try to grow some kiwi next year. Yeah, I might try to grow some kiwi. You see? I harvested beets, cabbage, and greens this spring. Yes, I have, listen to me. I had a wonderful cabbage harvest this year. And I still have cabbage in the garden up to today. Such a beautiful cabbage harvest. But the cabbage I have harvest, I'm surely gonna be cooking them in my garden. Yeah, I'm gonna be cooking them cabbage in my garden. I have harvest over 20 something cabbage this year. And I still have almost 10 just in the garden, just doing their thing. Over 20 some. I had a nice cabbage harvest this year. Oh yeah. Most fig die below zero. Oh, okay. I have 3 kiwi plants, no fruit as yet. And of course, they are cold hardy. Oh yeah? When you get them, what you purchase them online, Fifi? Because I'm trying to see if I can grow some, especially cold hardy. Yeah. Maybe hardy kiwi, but fig has to be taken inside. Fig have to be taken inside. Let me see. Okay, I guess that's the kind of fig. Okay. My kiwi vines are loaded. Mm. So kiwi is cold hardy. Mm. I gotta definitely look into that. I purchase them. Wait, you purchase them as seed or plant itself? Tractor supply? Okay. Okay. Male and female kiwi is needed close so pollination may happen. Okay, all right. Thanks for that information. Thank you for that information because at least I know I cannot buy just one. Thank you for that. As plants, okay, wonderful, wonderful. Hardy kiwi is cold. Hardy kiwi is cold hardy. Okay, thank you. Hey James, what's up, man? How you doing? Thank you for being here, man. What's going on? Okay, so that's good. So That I'm gonna add on my new for my list for next season. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely add that on my list for next season. Okay. I'm saying good night. All right. Thank you, Life from Scratch, for being here. We appreciate you. You have a wonderful night. Peace and love. All right. Not too long, keep. All right. All right. Good to have you, man. Good to have you. All right. Thank you. I go Curry from New Zealand. Okay. And New Zealand, right? New Zealand is a cold place too. So okay. All right, but I'm definitely this gonna be on my list for next growing season. So wait, okay, but I need cutlery. I need plant. I don't need baby plants that grow from seed. I'm ready for them. You know, like I ready for get the older plant that ready to produce. Next year, if I can get it, that'd be wonderful. And I I see they have cold hardy avocado plant. I wanna get one of them as well. Cold hardy, that will be awesome for me. A cold hardy avocado. I have avocado growing, but I'm not sure whether they cold hardy or not. But I'm definitely gonna get that cold hardy avocado tree. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. All right, no problem, brother. No problem. Yes, I got to add so the cold hardy avocado and the kiwi. That's two product I wanna plant this next spring. Yep. Or maybe you could plant them fall. If they're cold hardy, you surely could plant them in the fall. I'm in zone in and marine temperate climate, all with on making soil and growing food. Soil is made its layer as in nature does the work with microbes. Yeah, that's what I do too. I just allow nature to do its work. When nature do its work, you don't have too much problem. When you allow other things to do the work, that's when the problems start coming in. So yes, you guys just keep doing the good work, keep growing however you can. With Texas Lala, how your garden going? I have cola the citrus tree, but I'll plant them in ground next spring. All right, all right. You know, I have a small apple tree that I grow from seed. Okay, guys, I'm help me. I'm asking a question here. I want to know if you guys ever grow apples from seed and plant it the same spring. Because I set some apple seed in around November, December. And the apple germinate and it grow. And I transplanted outdoor in the spring. Do you guys think that that apple tree gonna survive the weather, or should I dig it up and bring it back, put it back in a container and put it indoors? Do you guys have any experience about small apple tree growing from seed? Is it too early to put outside, to leave outside? Should I take it in, or you think it's gonna survive? If you have that information, please let me know. My garden is doing fine despite the heat. Okay, that's wonderful. All right, all right, all right. That's wonderful, Texas Lala. hardly and tomato and or cucumber this year. Oh, really? Okay. This is how it is sometimes. Sometimes, listen me, it could be really challenging sometimes. Yeah, it could be really challenging. But don't give up, sis. Keep growing. Need sleep as I pick in my nuts for winter protein and mineral. I have many apple trees from seed, and the apples are awesome. Leave it in the ground, the tree. Leave it in the ground, the tree not inside. Okay, okay, all right, okay. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, I appreciate that. So I'll just leave it in the ground. Thank you. I would leave it in the ground, just solute the base with lots of insulate the base with lots of dry leaf. I won't want to keep this stuff in the road. All right, thank you for that. I appreciate it. All right, good night, Food Forest. I appreciate you coming through. All right, take care. All right, looking forward for the fall. All right, all right. That's good. That's good. That's good. And we hope to see you in the hub. Are you join Texas Lala? Are you joining back the Hub Garden Challenge for next year? Leave me best soil with biochar. All right, all right. Thank you, Wodash. All right, we appreciate that, man. Thanks for the information. We appreciate that. Because over here we focus on organic, so anything organic, we're ready to go. Thank you for that, man. Appreciate it. All right. Yes, I'm doing. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you. We appreciate you, Texas Lala. All right. So yeah, next year gonna start March the 4th instead of February this year. So we have more time. You have less time to deal with the seedlings. Okay, but it's just a little more plants this year. It's like 10 this time. But you know what? Just keep trying. Don't give up. If you set and the seed did not germinate, keep setting. If you know, just keep doing it. Just keep making it go. Don't give up at all. Okay, so far everybody got and doing good. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And I know fall is coming, and I know plenty people is getting ready for their fall garden as well. Just do your thing. The only thing I don't do fall garden because my garden produce right through the fall, and then in the winter, that's when I'm basically walking on my soil. So, but you guys who have your brassica, your whatever, you're going and plant, now is the time to start putting them seed in the ground that you can have your own seed germinate and ready. If you, I mean, if you able to set your own seed in the winter for the spring, then I mean in the fall, it should be easy for you to set your seed in the summer, ending of summer, early fall, for the fall. That should be easy because now you ain't got to worry about the indoors situation and the lights. You have the sunlight outdoor. So get them seeds in the ground that you can get ready for the fall. The fall is almost here. Get them seed in the ground so you could actually get plants and make sure it's plants that cold hardy. You cannot try to grow peppers and okra and them thing right now. Even though I now plant some okra because I see them just germinate, and I just plant them just to see if I could plant okra in August and able to get a harvest before the fraud, just to see. But they just bust up, so I just say, let me just plant these things and just see what's gonna happen. But best thing to grow now is brassica, garlic, onions. These are the kind of stuff you want to grow. Lettuce. Lettuce love cold weather too. Lettuce ain't love too much heat. Lettuce love cold weather. Try to grow these things that you can eat during the winter. All right. So yes, guys, as always, tonight was a lovely live. Thank you, Live from Scratch, coming up and share the information. Thank each and everyone in the chat tonight who shared the information. Thank you. Let me see. Yes, coffee ground help with germination. Okay, let me ask about that coffee ground. Before I go, coffee ground help with germination. I never really use it, so I don't know, but if it helps, that's something for looking into. If it helps, but the truth is I never really have problem with germination. That's the thing. I never really have problem with germination. So, but for people who do have problem, maybe you should. I mean, it's something to look into if you like. But this is what James is saying. Ground coffee helps germinate. I cannot say too much with it because I never use it. But this is a product that James is recommending. So if you guys are interested, maybe you could try a pack of seed and see the progress. All right. Let me see. Coffee ground is hot, so it produces heat. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So I guess that good too for the winter. I guess if that's the case, that's supposed to good for the winter time when it's cold because it produces heat. So that's supposed to help for the winter. Okay. That's the thing, always open to learn. Always open to learn. There's always something new to learn. So, and we can always learn something from each other. Okay? So, yes, guys, as always, I appreciate you guys. Again, thank you guys for coming through. Thank you, Fifi Johnny. Thank you, James. Thank you, Texas Lala. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Food Forest. Thank you, Live from Scratch, Urban Garden, Nikki, The Everyday Life. Thanks each and every one of you guys for coming through. And yes, you know what? Thank you, sis. I truly appreciate that. And I definitely will take care of that as soon as I get out from here. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for remembering me that. Thank you. Truly appreciate it. You have a blessed and wonderful night, all right? I appreciate it. Okay. I use coffee ground and have used it for years. I collect a 5-gallon bucket every week from a local coffee shop, but I compost it. Add nitrogen to keep the compost hot. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you all for that. All right. Thank you, sis, for reminding me. I appreciate that. All right, guys. As always, man, I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out tonight again. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for all the support. Thank you guys for taking the time out to just be here with me. And I'm saying I gotta appreciate you guys. Thank you, Fifi Johnny, for holding it down, moderating for me. Listen, I appreciate you. Thanks to all the members of this channel. Thanks to all the supporters. Thanks to all the subscribers. Listen me, I truly appreciate you guys. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to sit down. You know, we wouldn't have this live going on every week, every Thursday. So yes, I appreciate each and every one of you. And don't forget, every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we right here. And all we try to do is have productive conversation that we can learn from each other. Always try to push a positive light to our conversation. And it's an open discussion. We're not here to discriminate. We're not here to hurt no one's feelings. We're not here to change any belief. We just want to have a positive conversation. All right? So thank you guys. Truly appreciate you guys. You guys have a blessed and wonderful night. I appreciate each and everyone. Peace, love, and blessing to each and everyone. Good night, guys. Wonderful night, everyone. Great light. Thank you, Fifi Johnny. Thank you. Thank each and every one of you. Thank you, James. Everyone. Peace, love, and blessing. Blessings to all.